everything should be synced up now. So, what I have here is an idea. This is a direct copy from a video idea from Shady Cicada, so you go check out the original video if that's what you enjoy. Also, give me one second, I need to close my door. Never mind, I already closed the door, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool, because I don't want anyone walking in on me talking in my room by myself. Basically, I have a project idea. The basic premise is I'll be making a soundtrack for a theoretical JRPG. In this soundtrack, I will include several different types of songs. Types of songs that are common within JRPG soundtracks. Obviously stuff like battle themes, area themes, a final boss, and stuff like that. That's my goal with this, and the main reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see if I'm able to create a soundtrack that sounds cohesive yet memorable. That's something very difficult, but you know, we'll figure it out as we go. Now, let's start. How did I go about making this? That's a question for me and for you. The hardest part was the beginning, but eventually I settled on this very weird, very jazzy, I don't know if jazzy is the correct word, but jazz is one of my main influences, and using that, I made this sort of chord progression right here. I love using chromatics, dude. It's like my favorite thing to do. I love this descending bass line. But yeah, it sounds so regal, so nice in this. Jazz tends to have a lot of notes that are not within the key, and if you don't know music, that just basically means it should sound out of place, but it isn't. The way I used it actually makes it to where they have just a nice step down, and it's very smooth, very nice, very nice. Now, in modern soundtracks, you tend to mix a lot of orchestral, acoustic instruments, along with a lot of synthy, modern sounds. So to do that, I added this little soft pad that sort of gives off an ooh sound, but it's also you can tell that it's very synthy and kind of computer generated, but yet it still adds a lot of mystical air to it. And the next part, I wanted to introduce some of more instruments, and I decided the instrument to play the lead melody would be the flute. The flute is very fluttery. It is, when I think of a fantasy instrument, I think immediately flute. Flute is the one I think of, along with violins and stuff like that. Add in some violas, and some cello. And some other additions, and then you get something quite nice. But I can't spoil everything here. So after we get all this, because the previous section was very pizzicato. I don't know the right words. I'm not big on. I don't know how to explain stuff. I'm not smart. But basically, in this next section, we have a lot of long, swelling string sounds, and it's like I don't know how to speak, bro. But basically, have a lot of these sustained sounds that make for a lot more majestic feel. The violin starts playing a nice little melody on top as well to add a bit more cohesion to it all. And now, after this section, we add one final push into the final section. The big, grandiose one. Oh, but I'm not just yet, folks. Not just yet. You have to wait. You'll have to wait. And for this final section, I wanted a big main melody. One that can be used over and over in this soundtrack. You know, pull a Toby Fox, put this one theme in every single darn freaking song. And so I just tried to make a simple, yet sort of memorable melody that has its own structure to it. And in this main section, I also added some other things, like the clarinet and trombone, to sort of give them a more warm feel to this, like, staccato-y viola section. The cello is now accompanied by tuba, along with just a bit of percussion to add some more energy. I also added another plucky sort of synthy ARP sound. That way we can add a little bit more energy and also add in a bit more of the synthy modern aesthetic to it. And yeah, so what are the main objectives with this song? Well, it's the main theme. I wanted it to be sort of introducing the feel or the mood of the rest of the soundtrack. That is my main goal with this piece. I am setting the mood for the rest of the songs. And so now you'll sort of understand what I'm trying to go for with the rest of these songs. And in the next couple ones, I'll sort of deviate from this, but also stick to the main parts, the more orchestral parts, orchestral instruments, along with added synthy modern sounds as well. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. This is being made like 2 days before upload, by the way, so yeah, I'm not having a good time right now, but don't worry, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. Post-editing, me might add something else to this, I'm not sure. But yeah, by the way, the title of this one is called Godseeker, and that is the title of this project. So stay tuned for more of that. Thank you very much, and I guess I've teased you enough. We can go ahead and listen to the full thing.